So what are the advantages of actually having finer hair, medium to finer hair? And this is not a video you'll see a lot on YouTube because a lot of people don't vlog about this. This is not what people want to see. But if you've got fine hair, this video is for you, and I hope you actually find value and relate actually to some of the things that I say here. When you think about what's considered the most beautiful hair with regards to natural hair, a lot of us will think long hair, dark hair, thick hair, right? In this video, I want to speak specifically about thicker hair, right? A lot of us, see videos, how to thicken your hair, double the size, this remedy, double the size, 3 times thicker, whatever. People have asked me over the years, how do I get my hair thicker? How do I get my hair as thick as yours? Girl, in this video, we're discussing why I wouldn't want thicker hair at all, even if that's what's considered to be the most beautiful hair. If you don't know Natur 85, you're probably living under a rock. But when we first went natural, when we're starting this whole natural hair movement, she was one of the pioneers, the first people that started making videos about natural hair. And didn't we love watching Natur 85? Still do, all right? Her hair is beautiful. It is dark. It is shiny, it is long, it is thick, right? It's got a beautiful curl pattern. She has a nice personality to her, and she's got a quirkiness to her with how she does her videos, etc. And a lot of us would dream about the day our hair would become, the thickest it could be. Maybe it will be like Natur 85's hair, right? And I really discourage for people to, envy other people's hair types and hair textures, because really, it's not the same. We're all different. So you have to actually love and appreciate your own hair. Anyway, that aside, the point I'm trying to make here is that when you look at Whitney, a lot of us don't have hair like that, okay? Don't have that thickness, that shine, the darkness, the length, all of it. It's different. Doesn't mean our hair is not beautiful. It's just different, right? However, the standard of beauty is that. And when it comes to thickness, I think there's some things that people don't really think about. They just say, I want thick hair. But maybe we need to actually think about what exactly it means and what you actually need to deal with when you've got thicker hair. We know this to be true. Thicker hair is associated with health, right? A lot of us would love to have thicker hair because it's a sign of health. My hair is not the thinnest hair. It's almost medium. I would say medium hair. And I know that if I was to let it shrink, it would just drive me insane, the amount of thickness or texture that I would have to deal with. I want us to look at some of the less desirable characteristics of hair, right? Short hair, lighter looking hair, not dyed, but if you've got a lighter color in your hair in general, it's not the most desired, right? Most people like darker hair. Low density hair, fine hair, for example, dull looking hair that's not shiny. All these are characteristics of hair that are less desirable. So let's consider my hair, right? My hair, like I said, is medium-ish. It's not too thick, it's not too fine, and the density is also medium. Of course, it looks thicker depending on how I style it, right? If I stretch it and do like a blowout and braid out, for example, it poofs up and you get to see more volume. If I did braids or twists, it would look thinner. And if I did a wash and go, of course, you've got the shrunken look and a bit of an afro that can happen. So depending on how I style my hair, it looks different with regards to its thickness. However, if you look at my hair, the amount of hair I have, it'll probably be a quarter size or half that of Natur 85 or, I don't know, Green Beauty or Fairy Godmother. Those people have got a lot of hair. Natural Academia, Naturally High. These have got really, really dense hair, these people. For the longest time, I thought I wanted thick hair, like the thicker the better, the thicker the better. Of course, thickness looks good when it comes to the look. But let me tell you, the management of thicker hair is on a whole different level. And at this stage where I am in my life, ain't got time to deal with more hair. And that's on period. That is the reason why I don't want thicker hair. So what are the advantages of actually having finer hair, medium to finer hair? And this is not a video you'll see a lot on YouTube because a lot of people don't vlog about this. This is not what people want to see. But if you've got fine hair, this video is for you, and I hope you actually find value and relate actually to some of the things that I say here. The first thing about finer or less thick hair is that it is less time consuming. Let me tell you, the amount of time you'll be spending detangling, parting, styling, twisting, braiding your hair, if it's this thick, is a lot, particularly if you're doing smaller sizes, right? So just straight off the bat, like thinner, less dense hair needs less time to deal with. That's an advantage, right? Because then you can put your time to other things. Slick styles, let me tell you, you put some gel on some, low density hair and it lays like crazy. Easy, beautiful, and elegant. If I had even finer hair, I'd probably just do that all the time because it's just really easy styling, right? I do have quite a bit of thickness and texture in there. So slick styles is not something I can just put gel and, brush it. I actually need a bit of technique here and there. But, fine hair has got that advantage to do really slick styles effortlessly in no time. Less hair to detangle. Who wants to be here 3 hours detangling thicker hair? Not me. Of course, if you've got thicker hair, this is not to make you feel bad or anything, but there is room for appreciation of finer, less dense hair. And one of those is just, you don't need to be spending too much time. You can actually detangle your hair in larger sections. That way your detangling sessions are less time consuming or take you less time. It dries faster. A lot of us can relate to washing your hair, deep conditioning, moisturizing, and girls spending the whole day with damp hair, waiting for the hair to dry. Girl, if you've got finer, less dense hair, that drying process is way quicker, right? So that's an advantage. And of course, less heat needs to be applied, and you don't need to use the heat for prolonged periods, whether for blowing out or for flat ironing. The hair dries quicker because it's finer and it's less of it, so the heat goes through quicker. So it's a win, girl. Like, it's a win. I actually sat down and thought about this. I'm like, there's so many advantages to finer hair or less dense hair. Less physical requirements. Look, self-care is important. And if you're dealing with thick hair, you're in there, product running everywhere. This section, that section, turn your hair your head the other way. It can get tedious, and I'm not saying this is everyone's routine. Of course, some people have it easy. They found routines that work for them and they just repeat. However, when compared to finer hair, less dense hair, less muscle needed to deal with the hair, right? Because there's just less hair. Easier styling. It all ties in together. It's just easier. You've got less hair to deal with. Less product. Girl, you get to save some money because you don't need quite as much product as you would with thicker hair. That's a huge advantage. And if you've got fine hair, I would say embrace this advantage. Save up some coin. And lastly is just easier post-gym drying. A lot of people work out and you see them struggle to get their roots, try to dry their hair because it's so thick. If you've got finer hair, 1, 2, 3. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. These are some of the advantages of having finer hair or less dense hair. I think it should be embraced. It should be celebrated. And I definitely do not want any thicker hair than I have at the moment. I need help with what I have already. So team fine, team low density hair. Thanks for watching.